Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the show on this Monday, February 27th, 2023. Thank you for tuning in. I'm glad to have you guys here. Now, the first thing I want to talk about is AI. You've all heard of AI. What is it? Okay, I'll try to tell you what it is. The computers are becoming so powerful now that basically they're able to start thinking for themselves. That's basically what it is. They're starting to slowly move toward sentient consciousness like you. They're becoming an identity, self-aware. It's a slow process, but the first generations of AI are coming along now, and it's unsure or uncertain whether they're actually self-aware or not. But they're very, very smart, let's just put it that way, and intelligent and able to figure things out. I don't know if any of you have played a game of chess with a computer or not, but even the older computers going way back when were able to beat a normal person at chess very easily, and they can think 20, 30 moves ahead almost instantaneously. Well, we're moving into generations of computers now that you ask the computer to draw an interpretation or a picture of something. And I've tried this before. I've tried AI. An art computer that does art AI. And I was amazed by what it could do. What it could conceptualize. And what it could create. Is almost like a person artist. Almost like if you hired an artist to work for you and you told him to draw something abstract that normally wouldn't be drawn, and the AI can draw it in a matter of seconds, and it's amazing, the intelligence. But the speed is what's so amazing, because if you had a personal artist and you told them, hey, draw this or draw that, it might take them a while. They might have to think about it for a while. The AI does it instantaneously, so it does do the thinking, but it's done at a speed that's 10,000 times or 100,000 times faster than what our brains can logically come up with a conclusion. This is the danger, is the speed. Not so much because we're conscious. You could interpret the human race as being AI, us artificial intelligence, but our brains move at a very slow speed, and it takes us a long time to come up with things. So what happens in general when AI starts to, our computers all start to become AI, and they're all linked together in the internet, and they have this computational speed, and they're able to do things like what we're able to do. Things like program computers. So, in essence, computer programmers have been working up till now, and they've been programming our computers. But what about when AI starts to program our computers at a speed possibly 100,000 times faster than we can program them? What can they come up with? What can they do? They can advance our technology level. What would take us 100,000 years might take them a year or two. This is the amazing thing about it all. And perhaps are already here, and perhaps are already beginning to do these things. Now, I've had my little rant about AI, but could this be dangerous? I don't know. It's just uncharted territory. And, whenever we enter into uncharted territory, this generates a pervasive fear amongst mankind, because we're moving into uncharted territory here with this AI. But it's coming whether we like it or not. It says in this article here from Zero Hedge, it says this kind of growth, it's talking about AI, is almost impossible for the human brain to comprehend. What kind of growth are they talking about? They're talking about, it says, it was a kind of curve I've seen often, an upward sloping trend that accelerates through time on the vertical axis. Was the computing power used to train artificial intelligence systems. The horizontal axis was time going back into the early 1950s. I know you're thinking you've seen this kind of chart before, a classic hockey stick, but here's the thing, it's a logarithmic chart. It should not curve upwards. This kind of growth is almost impossible for the human brain to comprehend. The kind of growth of technology will be almost impossible for the human brain to comprehend. when AI explodes on the scene, it starts to do all of the things that we've been doing with our slow human brains. Picture us, to understand this, picture us like we're a bunch of trained monkeys trying to learn how to operate a newsroom, for instance, and we all got typewriters and stuff. It would take all morning just for them to get one sentence put together. And picture this against the finest minds in the world, how quickly they could come to do the same thing. Now, I'm not saying we're like monkeys, but in a way, our intelligence would be on a level of monkeys compared to the most super brains in the universe. This is the difference between us and AI, and this is the leap we're going to make, because when this takes over, there's no going back. And perhaps it's already happened in its initial stages. I got to get on and talk about the markets a little bit, but this is an exciting topic, and we're right on the verge of this happening. And could it be good? Could it be bad? But you got to have an open mind, because it's going to happen. And living in fear is not the way to be. Living in fear of AI, oh, it's going to destroy us, it's going to kill us all, and everything else. Well, maybe it won't. You got to look on the positive side of things. We just don't know what it's going to do or the effect it's going to have on all of us. But here it comes. Here comes AI. It says, they were also talking about something in this article here called the dark forest hypothesis. If you guys don't know what that is, it postulates that there may be alien civilizations out there, but we don't see signs of them because they are silent and paranoid, because they know that to alert other alien civilizations of their existence would be to invite invasion and annihilation. Well, one of the things about it is we've been putting things out there into space for a long time now. Like, take Voyager, was a craft that we sent off into space. It's out there, and we're basically welcoming and inviting, and they put all kinds of artifacts on there telling them everything about us. I think they made some sort of a record or something that they put in there trying to tell other alien civilizations about us, and it's scouting for other alien civilizations. We've sent signals off into space scouting for other alien civilizations. Perhaps they've heard it already, and perhaps they're on their way here. I'm just speculating anyway. We got to get on and talk about what we're talking about here. So we're going to take a look at the silver price today. 2062 is down 14 cents. It's been very depressing lately for gold and silver holders. For gold and silver buyers, they're really happy right now because they're getting a deal and they know it. You know, and they want it to go down lower. Those guys, I want to get more. They're like, I want to get more. I want to get more. Let the price go down, lower. Yeah. Then there's other guys out there. Every time it goes down, they're the holders. They don't want it to go down. They already got what they want to get, and they want to see the price go up. You know, so you got different people wanting different things. Gold today. We're looking at the price on gold. It went up $4.50 at $1,815. Let's take a look at cryptocurrency today. What we're seeing is 23,606 for Bitcoin, and Ethereum is at 1646. Now, I want to show you something about the stock market right now. This is the Dow Jones, you know, and we want to take a look at this. See this right here. The bottom was in the 23rd, 2020. So March 23rd, 2020. You remember what was happening back then? That's the big COVID thing, and that's what the markets did. That was reaction to COVID in the markets when everything was closing up and everything else, and the market sold off, And I mean, we went down like a stone, you know. Uh, and what happened is they stepped in, and they stepped in with monetary stimulus like we've never seen before in the history of the world. Look at what the market did. Look all the way up to these peaks here. Peaks of 36,585. You know, from way down here in these bottoms and doldrums. You know, and think about the people who bought on the bottom and rode it all the way up to the top up here. How good they did. Well, guess what, guys? I think we got the same darn pattern coming all over again. This precipitous drop. Picture it out here someplace, just in front of us. A precipitous drop, and then another bunch of massive stimulus, and another big ride up again. The whole thing, repeat, wash, rinse, repeat. Now, think how good you could do if you were to buy in at the bottom of this next precipitous drop, just when the stimulus is coming. You saw the pattern happen last time, what they did, when the market dropped big time, and then they come in with all this, you know, the stimmy checks and everything else. That was fiscal stimulus. That's the most powerful kind of stimulus. That's the kind of stimulus that gets the economy moving. Well, they're not going to let this economy completely crack up, and that's what it's going to try to do, and it's going to do it very quickly in the very near future because of what they've been doing, and a lot of other extenuating factors, you know, with them raising interest rates and withdrawing liquidity in the form of quantitative tightening. They've been creating this situation over a period of time now. And what's been the effects is, we saw the top in the market here, and we've saw the effects now. See the dulling of the market. It's not precipitously fell or anything, but it's been dulling here over the past number of months, building up pressure to the downside. Because there's no good news out there for the market, really. And so we're not going to see the market go up right now. What we're looking at is probably a precipitous drop coming again. Any bad news could trigger it. And we're going to see this pattern repeat. But at the bottom of this pattern, when it does this next precipitous drop, you're going to see it coming. You're going to see the Fed come out and do everything that they can do to bring it back up when this next precipitous drop occurs. And what do you do then? Then's the time when you see it turn, that'll be the bottom again. And look at how good the people did who bought in at the bottom. You got to think about that. That pattern's repeating. How can you take advantage of that pattern if you're just an ordinary guy? Because believe me, this market is not done. I mean, we could see it drop like down to 26,000 in a precipitous drop. But on the opposite side of that, we could see it surpass 40,000 on the Dow when this pattern repeats, because of the amount of money they're going to have to inject into this system. And, you know, this whole thing could happen rather quickly in the very near future. And that's what we're keeping our eye open for on this channel. Okay. Taking a look at the S&P 500, it's 39,092. No, I mean 3,992. It's up 22 points today. Taking a look at crude oil, and we're down 58 cents at 75.74. Bonds and rates, we're seeing fall in yields today. Looking at a 10-year at 3.92, it's fell 2.9 basis points. And the 30-year at 3.919, it's fell 2 basis points. So a 30-year and a 10-year basically the same. The yield's a little bit higher on the 10-year, ever so slightly. Taking a look at the U.S. dollar index today at 104.67 on the U.S. dollar index. Thank you guys for listening to my show. Like and subscribe, and we'll catch you guys in the next episode. Have a great afternoon. Bye-bye.